Greetings, my fellow collectors. It's a Saturday afternoon, and you haven't seen a video from me for a while, but when this comes out, you know what time it is. It is time for another PSA reveal. So I just got this past week, and this is a submission that I did a few months ago for some cards to complete my Wayne Gretzky and my Mario Lemieux basic player sets. So what we're going to do today is we're going to open these up. I have not seen what the grades are. The grades are available online, of course, when they finish the submission, but I have not checked these grades on the website, and so I do not know what to expect from these. I think there were 10 or 12 cards in this submission, which was the minimum amount that you could submit. So here is the box of the submission. So let me move these cards out of the way. You know, these are nice cards. Nothing quite so nice in this box here. These are going to be just newer ones, but those are a couple of my older ones from my PC. So let me go ahead and break this open and see what we can find. Now, the last time I did a submission break, there were some cards in there that were not able to be graded because of sizing or other issues, which of course ticks me off. But hopefully with this set, there shouldn't be any of those. So we will have to just see. So I don't see any right off the bat, so that's a good thing. So like here is the paperwork that came with the submission. It was the service level was 1980 to 1999 hockey card special. So there were some Fleer basketballs in there too that I submitted, so that I could try to sell them to make some of the money back that I've been spending on my card habit. So I don't see any that were returned as ungradable, so that's a good thing. So let me move this out of the way, and then we will unpack these, and then we'll go through them one by one and see what kind of grades that I was able to get on these cards. Okay, so like I said, there were 10 cards total. There were 5 Wayne Gretzky's, 1 Mario Lemieux, and then 4 '86 Fleer basketballs. So let's see what we got here. So we've got a Wayne Gretzky. This one is, wow. So right off the bat, we're hitting a grade of 10. This is a 1992 score. It's one of those trophy cards. So when I submit these, of course, I'm looking through my collection. I've got dozens and hundreds of these Wayne Gretzky cards, and I'm always looking for the best ones to send in, so it does not get any better than a 10. So I'm super happy with that so far. I doubt that they're all going to be 10s, but we shall see. Okay, this is a 1992 Parkhurst Wayne Gretzky, and the grade on this one is a 9. So, you know, that's pretty good. It's a very nice card. It's a regular Parkhurst card. Looks like Brendan Shanahan chasing Gretzky there. Okay, so that one was a 9. Okay, now this is an upper deck. This is what is this, a 91 upper deck maybe? Okay, this is a 1991 upper deck French, and the grade on this one is an 8, which is not too bad. So this is that one with the multiple exposures of Wayne on the front there. So grade of 8 on the French card. So ooh la la. Okay, here's another Wayne Gretzky, and this one is also an 8. So this is a 1993 Parkhurst Wayne Gretzky card. Shockingly enough, card number 99. So he's trying to score on Kirk McLean there. And then there's the back. Okay, so that's an 8 right there, so I'll put that there. Okay, here's a Mario Lemieux. This is the one Mario Lemieux card that I submitted. Okay, it is a 1993 Topps Premier Mario Lemieux League Leader card, and it's a grade of 8. So not too bad. Okay, so put that one here. Okay, and then here's the other Wayne Gretzky one that I submitted. It's a Panini sticker, and this one is a grade of 7 for the 1990 Panini sticker of Wayne Gretzky. So that's the lowest one that I've got so far in terms of the grading. Not totally unexpected, because I do select the best cards that I can find in my collection that I don't have yet in my graded set. So that is it for the hockeys. So now I have some 86 Fleer basketballs from the box that I broke many years ago. And now these ones are probably going to be a little bit lower grades, so I'm not expecting hugely high grades on these. So we have an Alvin Adams. This one is an 8 for Alvin Adams, which is okay. Okay, we have a Dr. J. This one's probably going to be a little lower. This one is also an 8 for the 1986 Fleer Dr. J card. So that's a pretty good grade, and that's a nice card. By the way, side note, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but you can see that PSA has started to use 9-digit identifiers for their cards instead of 8 digits, because I don't know if they hit the 100 million items graded or what, but so the newer submissions, either all of them or most of them, are going to start having these 9-digit identifiers on them instead of the old 8-digit ones. Okay, so there's Dr. J. Here's Kevin McHale. So this one is also an 8 for Kevin McHale. Looks like he's running over James Worthy right there, which, awesome. Okay. And finally, there's a Patrick Ewing card there, which is a little off-center, so I'm suspecting it's probably going to be a little bit lower of a grade. This is a Patrick Ewing rookie card. So this one's a 5, so that's a little bit low. But you can see it is kind of a little bit off-centered, and there's like a printing defect here in the bottom corner. The focus isn't really going to show it terribly well. It's in that red spot on the card right there. So that's not unexpected, but that's still okay. That'll still sell for a decent amount of money. So that is the end of the PSA box break. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in, all 5 of you or whatever. And so I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you.